In India, elections are called the Festival of Democracy. 1 billion people, more than all of Europe, lining up to vote. From the Himalayas to Kanyakumari, millions endure heat and rain for a single powerful act, pressing a button that shapes their nation. Voting is sacred, a right won through struggle, a belief that every vote can change lives and futures. This faith is the foundation of India's democracy, binding a diverse nation together. But what happens when that trust cracks? When doubts arise about whether votes are truly counted? Suddenly the festival feels hollow, the ink on a finger a symbol of broken promises. Today, September 14th, 2025, India faces such a crisis. The allegation vote chori, vote theft, on a massive scale. This isn't about a few missing ballots. It's a claim that the will of the people is being stolen, dividing the nation. The soul of Indian democracy is on trial, and everyone is asking, is the game still fair? Vote chori, vote theft, has become a rallying cry, popularized by opposition leader Rahul Gandhi. He claims India's elections are rigged, not lost, and that the BJP, with help from a weakened election commission, is manipulating the process. Gandhi alleges the 2024 election results don't reflect the people's will, insisting his party was robbed of dozens of seats. He points to evidence from Karnataka, where his team claims over 100,000 fake votes were found, duplicate IDs, fake addresses, and more. If it can happen in one place, he argues, it can happen everywhere. Gandhi promises more explosive revelations, a hydrogen bomb of proof. The core accusation, the very system meant to protect votes, is now being used to steal them. The Election Commission, once a neutral referee, is accused of bias. Voter lists are called corrupted and results a pre-written script. The nation is gripped by suspicion and unease. Is democracy under siege from within? The main target of vote chori claims is the electronic voting machine, or EVM. Once a symbol of progress, EVMs are now accused of being hackable and vulnerable to manipulation. The opposition alleges votes can be switched and points to mismatches between votes cast and voters signed in. But the doubts go deeper. Accusations of vote buying, voter intimidation, and misuse of government power. Social media, they say, is weaponized to spread misinformation and sway public opinion. Agencies like the police and tax authorities are allegedly used to harass opposition leaders. The Election Commission itself is accused of ignoring complaints and favoring the ruling party. Critics warn, if institutions are captured, free and fair elections are at risk. The battle is not just over votes, but over trust in the system. The government and Election Commission have responded with firm denial. The BJP calls vote chori a desperate excuse from the losing side, an insult to voters and officials. The ECI insists EVMs are tamper-proof, with paper trails and random checks. Open challenges to hack EVMs have gone unmet. On specific allegations like in Karnataka, the ECI says the opposition failed to use legal channels to raise objections. The government frames the accusations as a political strategy to erode faith in democracy. They argue the system is robust, transparent, and the allegations are baseless. For them, this is just the sour grapes of defeat. The vote chori fight has spilled into the streets and courts. In August 2025, Rahul Gandhi and opposition leaders marched to the Election Commission, demanding an independent probe, only to be detained by police. Protests erupted, and Parliament was thrown into chaos over demands for a debate on electoral integrity. In Bihar, a mass deletion of 6.5 million names from voter rolls sparked outrage, with critics claiming genuine voters were disenfranchised. The Supreme Court is now examining the fairness of these deletions, highlighting a trust deficit in the process. Some legal challenges have failed, like the Madras High Court dismissing a case against the ECI for lack of evidence. The courts are a battleground, but proof, not politics, decides the outcome. The legal fight continues, with the future of voter lists and election credibility at stake. The nation waits for answers. The vote chori debate has global stakes. India's democratic reputation matters worldwide. Allegations of fraud, true or not, can damage trust, investment, and international standing. Is vote chori a real threat or a political myth? the truth is lost in a fog of claims and counterclaims. For some, every error is proof of conspiracy. For others, it's just politics as usual. The real battle is for public trust. Democracy cannot survive without it. Even perfect systems fail if people believe they're rigged. India's challenge is not just to run fair elections, but to convince its billion citizens they are fair. Restoring faith in the festival of democracy is the nation's most urgent task.